Well, damn it, doesn't that look cozy? A motorcycle, a campsite, a backpack, and me. I just got off the road. 300 miles maybe. Feels good to be off the road and done driving. Oh man, it must have taken me 7 hours to get here through Seattle, and traffic was a bear, construction here and there, but I'm up near Mount Baker, up close to the Canadian border. I'm heading east from here up to Whatcom Pass. It's going to be about a 30 or 40 mile hike, and weather's supposed to be great. I'm excited. We're starting up the canyon here. I think it's Ruth Creek is what it's called, and what could make a perfect trip not so perfect? Forest fires. We've got smoke everywhere. I smelled it this morning. At first I thought it was mist, but we've got some forest fires burning, I think, east of here, maybe the next valley over. Very, very beautiful surroundings, rugged peaks, snow still left, but our views are going to be disturbed, and what I guess we're hoping for is some afternoon wind to blow it out. We're in a washout here. Can't tell if they logged it or it all washed out. This has been a really crazy day. It's starting to clear up, which is good. We've had wildfire smoke coming down from Canada. And if you look into this valley, it's still there. You can see some peaks far off. I've climbed up on this trail that eventually ends up there. That's Hannigan Mountain, and we've had some serious issues with the bugs today. But let me show you this. This is just really beautiful over here. And I'm hoping that the smog clears away even more. That's Ruth Mountain, and it just keeps going. There's the next one. I don't even know what that is. There's 2, 3, 4, 5 more I can see. And then over here, the next mountain is really jagged, rugged. I worked up a good sweat today. I actually was trying to get into that saddle over there. You can see it's a little flat, probably some water, but right, I got stuck. I couldn't cross there. I almost went to the point of no return, which it's a scary place sometimes. I didn't have footing, nothing to hold on to, and the slope was getting steeper, and the drop was farther. If I fell, I probably would have rolled 100 feet. Who knows how far, but it was a little sketchy. And what's even more sketchy is this is my fucking water supply, and I am really afraid. there's like these big horse flies chasing me, and that's where they were bred, right there. So I'm gonna have to scoop some water off. I don't have a water filter, which is kind of dumb, but never had a problem before. But I didn't know I was coming up here. I got sidetracked by a ranger that told me I couldn't go into the Cascade, Northern Cascade Forest. It's a national park. So anyway, there's designated campsites that you have to reserve or make an itinerary for yourself. So that was a little messed up, and I know she's still down the trail. I didn't want to see her twice. These bugs are vicious. I'm gonna pause it a sec. The bugs are really bad. It was beautiful last night. Down there at the bottom of the canyon, no bugs, just the tiny ones that you can't see. Then all of a sudden they bite you, but that's not that bad. We've had the tiny black flies, biting flies, then the horse flies up here, and mosquitoes way up here. Now I climbed up here hopefully to get away from the bugs. I doubt it. If the breeze picks up, maybe, but I doubt it. That water is, I don't know, it's iffy. I'm gonna try boiling it and make some tea. I get some hydration. Maybe the flavor will help. There's the tent. And on a whim, I started up the trail and came to nearly the top, and boy was it worth it. I can see more mountains now in every direction. There's a big one up there. I don't know what mountain that is. Real hazy, you can hardly see. But who knows? This could all be, you know, socked in tomorrow or full of smoke. So I came up, and over here we've got Mount Baker. Yeah, right there. And good view of these jagged peaks, and then the next valley and more glacier. Incredible. Look how far down this was. That's the pass down there. I went up that way, over that way, and got screwed there. Had to come all the way back. It was pretty much a climbing route. And then all the way up that, with that full pack to there. And I've got one more glass of water, a pot of boiled mucky water for tea, and you know what, I'm going up a little higher to see if I can find some snow. I'll carry a big chunk of snow right back to camp. Well, this is pretty damn cool. I just went a little farther from the last time, and what is that? That's snow. I asked 3 people if they saw snow. Trails right over there, and if you can believe, there's actually a drainage right there. I see a trickle, I see it moving, but by God, I didn't bring either of my bladders. I have 2 bladders. Could have brought them both up here to fill up, and fact is I'm gonna have to go down and come back up because there's no water there, and there's nothing but that muck water. Honestly, I might just bring my damn tent up, because it's cool up here. But I'm really tired and I doubt it. Okay, this may be totally off the wall, but this Ziploc bag might just hold the water I need to get back to the tent. have overnight for the morning too. But boy, I don't know, this really presents a different opportunity because it's really awesome up here if you look around. And there's a trickle of water, so we're gonna see if it works. Well, I did bring back a half a liter or so, a little bit more, of water in that plastic bag. And you're not going to believe this, but I'm going to break my camp and take it up there. It's so beautiful up there in that water, melting right from that glacier. I've got an hour and a half left. It's going to be wonderful. So this is just great. I'm up here 50 feet from where I want to camp. Got some fresh water. I'll have to clean out my pans. I didn't drink that mucky tea, but boy oh boy, look at that sun. We got a really good view now of the mountains. Mount Baker. It looks tiny in comparison. These guys really showing up better now. We got some sun shining on this one. Shuka sun or something like that. I don't know exactly. And the sun is shining on me. This now completes the day. Just that little bit of ass kicking there just completed the day. I had a rest at 4 in the tent down there and was motivated to come up here. And now that I'm here, I've got that little bitty water source all to myself. This is a popular trail. You know, at least probably 20 people on it today, so I won't be next to the trail in the morning. I'll have some water for coffee and stuff, and I'll do a little exploring up here. I really love this upper elevation stuff, and I'm getting a great dose, so the trip is really coming together now. Well, it's 8 o'clock, and boy, the morning started early because sunrise was at 4:30 or something. God damn it, these bugs. Can you believe it? These bugs are back already, all over the place. The views are spectacular. The smoke is cleared out. Everything is clear. Beautiful. There's a breeze. It was a little windy last night. It's too bad the breeze isn't taking these bugs away. But I don't know what we're gonna do. That looks pretty cool over there. I might do a little day hike over there. Check it out. We still haven't gone to the very top up here. This is probably the highest place I'll be. It's kind of amazing, kind of convenient because there's no glaciers here. Get up here. Cascades. this way, it's a little better because we're not looking into the sun and into the haze. But how bad they are. I climbed up here hoping that the breeze and the wind and the elevation would hinder the bugs, but it hasn't. It was pretty hot yesterday. We were getting like a filtered sun through the smoke haze, and it was, by the afternoon, it was really hot. And no breeze at all, so the bugs were just having a heyday. I got some deep woods towelettes. I only have 2 left, and they kind of work for a little while. I'm just kind of tolerating it. But I think today we might check that out a little bit. It's a nice draw down there. There's some breeze. And later I'll probably go over there. That's where I wanted to go yesterday. I can just sit up here for hours looking in all the directions. There's just so much to look at, absorb, imagine. Like, I think from this little saddle, people have gone across this down there, and just above the snow, right there's a trail that goes along the ridge line, and really you could just connect these ridges and keep going that way. Looks like you could probably go for a mile or 2, maybe 3 or 4. It's not always that easy. I see over here there's a trail going that way, but then what do you do? That's a pretty rough one to get around. That saddle's pretty nice over there though. Beautiful peaks over that way. Big jagged peaks. We're probably looking into Canada from here. This was the valley I came up. Some nice meadows over there. Looking on this panorama. I don't know what that is. It's pretty tall. Yeah, I've been up here for at least an hour, and haven't even cared to make my coffee yet. Yeah, there's a possibility there. There's some big ones over there. Well, I was just up there this morning, and I decided to take a backcountry route around the back side of that, there's a trail running down to that saddle, and from there I pretty much just cut diagonally down, which wasn't that easy. But right here we've got a faint trail that runs along this ridge here, and what's sort of reassuring is that the trail for me to pick up and get back up into that pass up there is down there. So what I'm really hoping is that we can take this ridge line, which I see the trail continue here and I see it continue down there. Maybe it even connects with that trail somewhere, but eventually I believe I need to get over there, and just a little farther up I hope that's the trail, the side trail that leads up to that ridge. I mean, it's looks just like a trail, but I can't imagine what else it might be. So we're just gonna scoot along this ridge, maybe cut through the trees, and we may even see the trail farther down. Didn't take too long to get here. Maybe an hour. So 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 hours now I can be up in that pass, if everything goes as planned. But let me show you this. That's one insta-death event right there. That's all granite, and you wouldn't stop. You go all the way down to those little rocks. So I have to stay away from the edge here. The trail gets pretty close. What I did just find, and what's extremely inviting, and it's partially why I stopped, are these just gigantic berries right here. Yeah, had a horsefly sitting on my head. I've been pretty lucky until now with the bugs. They get on you and sneak into place, and what they do is they got this like toxin, I think, to numb you, and then they just saw away and drink your blood. This was pretty interesting. This is from an avalanche, and you can see there's still snow in here in the debris, and it just came right down the slope here. Actually followed a different path than the water takes on the left. It just ripped the side right off, and you can see all these trees that were taken down this last winter everywhere. And this is not the only place I've seen this. I've seen quite a few places like this, and actually I think the trees that are still here are pretty lucky. You look on the other side of the valley, there aren't hardly any trees. They all get zapped by the snow and the avalanches. Well, that's where I was, up on top of those granite slide areas, and followed a very scant trail down the ridge line, and goes a little bit around that way. Well, I found a gully to follow, and it connected me with this trail, probably somewhere up in these woods, and I caught it right at the right place because it started to switch, and man, it went all the way down to the bottom here. Back on the trail here, I saw the trail from up there, And luckily, we got a dribble of water here, which I'll fill up my second bladder. And we're just heading right up there somewhere. There's a tarn that I can wash some stuff in if I need to, and then there's a little patch of snow that I'll use for water. And the bugs are pretty harsh right here. And a little bit more hiking and we're done. I got settled here in my tent after a nice 5-mile hike today, which started at the top up there, and you can kind of see the ridge line that I was on way over there. And tomorrow, if it doesn't rain, it really does look like it's gonna do something. The wind started to pick up, which I don't mind. It's nice and cool, and the bugs are gone right now. But tomorrow, if I choose to, there's the steep trail up, and I'll go left from there around the side of the ridge. That's probably about a 20-minute climb, just up that. And then tomorrow night I'll set up camp down by the motorcycle. Okay, we're up at about 9 o'clock. I slept in great. Third morning here. I guess it's Friday morning, and we are socked in. Visibility is low. You can see there's a mountain up there, mountains everywhere. So I guess yesterday was the perfect day for me to be up there and get the images I got. This could burn off, but it's gonna take at least half the day or all day. This is pretty exciting. I've got some berries to add to my oatmeal today. That's exciting. No bugs. Bugs are gone. See, this is the trade-off right here. Here we are, back at the car camp spot. We're prepped for an early morning drive back home to Portland. How can you not like this camp spot? Right there, picnic table. Over there we've got Ruth Creek. Beautiful, crisp, clean water. My first night here, I went to get water and went for a second time and saw some tracks that I didn't see before. And I think they're cat tracks, and I had heard some branch snapping, very light branch snapping, and but you could tell there was some weight behind it. And then I heard, kind of like, it sounded like something was slinking around in the weeds, but I didn't have any troubles. So basically this trip is prepped me for the ultimate trip here. Getting a feel for the terrain, the drive, what's required before I go in. I'll just have to get the map and decide exactly where. There's one big loop I'd like to make. Well, I'm getting a few rays of sunlight here at the end of this Friday afternoon, and I gotta say, I'm having a great time. I've got some new gear that I'm trying out, a waterproof jacket. I got my new North Face backpack. Got this new tent that I'm working with, a little bigger, 3-season tent, 4-season tent, but it's also has a roof screen. I was able to look at the stars last night. Fabulous. And a new sleeping bag. Lightweight, down sleeping bag. It's working so far. Whoa!